Oh man, get ready, boys! Spectator mode is here. How's that look, Jin?
Oh my God, that looks incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you think this is the World Championships, but God, I wouldn't be surprised if you did at this point. Look at that incredible, crystal clear 8K pristine value. Oh my God. Are we broadcasting from a satellite? What did you hook up to today?
Bro,
Jeez,
we
this
got
looks incredible.
we got the sauce in the tech industry, man. So yeah, man. Well, I mean, looking at the teams real quick, they're selecting their moves, so we don't sure how long we have, but I can already see Charisma's team coming hard with the Sun team. Groudon Chars, they're a definite threat, trying to set up screens. What do you think about ColdingLight's team, Jid?
ColdingLight always brings usually a little bit of flair, a little bit of pizzazz. I know that his Whimsicott is definitely going to be putting in a lot of work in this game, from what I've seen. Charisma's team on the opposite spectrum, always coming in strong with the nuclear powerhouse that is Charizard. You combine that with what Groudon can do now with a lot of pivoting, and we're going to see these two clash. I'm excited to see what Ferrothorn tries to do here, because even though he can't shut down, the Zard, the Groudon, that might be still a placement in there to just work against the other three. So I'm excited to see where this turns out.
I'm already worried about the Shadow Rider sitting with the Whimsicott. So even if he's the fastest thing on this field, he's going to have more speed options. So here we go. Let's get this match started. So you guys will hear a little bit of the background music for the regular game music. So that way I don't have to match with too much audio. But me and Jen are going to talk loud over it. So let's see what leads we have, ladies and gentlemen.
Shadow Calrix, come on down. Let's see this bad boy, this champion of the industry. Ooh, Indeedee and Lando.
Charizard Grim, baby. Ooh. All right, let's see. I'm already guessing, always usual. Grim doing Grim things. Maybe he's trying to set up the screens. Charizard, Charisma's a safe player. I don't know if he's going for the max this turn. He might with the Indeedee to do damage and just knock it out. Definitely with the max Wildfire and with the chip.
ColdingLight's a gamer. ColdingLight's a real gamer. They're not going to sit there and let themselves just get blasted. So we're going to see either a Swords Dance power up here. Somebody's going to switch in. I'm curious to see how offense this gets. Okay, here we go.
No Dynamax from Charizard. Expanding Force hits from Indeedee. Doesn't affect Grim, so it's a single target, but still with double target damage. But Charisma does not vouch to go for the G-Max, and Grismos takes advantage of Fake Out and faking out the Flying Landorus. So nice read on no maxes there, and a nice read on getting that Fake Out on that floating Mon.
He can't sit there and take another one of those, because at some point this Charizard's about to pull the trigger. I'm curious to see what Lando's going to do at this point. Now, we know that he's got Calrix in the back. He doesn't want to swap that in because it'll just get nuked. But at the same time, if this thing starts powering up and gets a max air off, it's going to start outspeeding, and he's going to be in a world of hurt.
We're definitely going to see some maxing going on this turn. But who are we going to see it from? Besides the Dark Shadow Rider, I wonder who else he's got in the back for ColdingLight. So we got a switch right here from Groudon, setting up Sun already. So putting Charizard in the back for later. Grim is now probably going to set screens now after the Fake Out.
Indeedee plays very passively, just running for the protect.
Nothing really got done that turn. So, I mean, we get a little chip from ColdingLight's side with the Rock Slide correct. So, interesting that we haven't seen screens from Grim yet. Pretty risky. I mean, I would have already KO'd it that turn if I were on my end. But, that's why I'm probably not in this top 8 right now.
Well, I can tell you right now, this is still anybody's game. They're going to spend time a little bit preparing here. Oh, yep, there's the light screen.
There we go. Turn 3, a building up turn.
And Swords Dance, both of them preparing and getting like I called. And now we're going to start seeing on this next turn, someone's going to be pulling the trigger, I think.
Oh, indeed he stays in.
Gets the force off, lives it. How much is this going to chunk through screens? Okay, about 35%. Well, now we're at a +2 situation, and this is going to start getting a little explosive.
Oh, man. So he's got to definitely take advantage, ColdingLight, with that +2 Landorus. Maybe, I don't know, maybe saving the max for the Shadow Rider, but like you said, someone's got to pull the trigger soon. But, man, it's been 3 turns of just setting up, taking some chips.
What's Lando going to do? He's going to pull it. He's going to pull it. I think he's going to pull it.
That looks like a Pokeball Max.
There it is. There it is. Lando's super high base attack.
Gosh.
This is going to chunk something bad.
He's going to try and take the ground out here. Scary face to slow the speed down a little bit. So now what's coming next? Colding has this game, we got saying from the chat here. Oh, man, with that +2, and I don't think we've set up a reflect yet. So he just set up light screen first, which was, I think he did. I didn't see reflect on that last turn. Last couple turns. We got no predictions though. We're gonna see probably a max ground on this next round, I think, because Charizard's too weak to max. But with this rock moves, and I don't know if he has a ground move, but we're gonna see some big damage coming from Colding's side. Oh, predictions. Oh, I got you guys covered on the prediction. ColdingLight or Charisma. And this is for the set, guys, not for the match. Tailwind up from Whimsicott. I don't know why he necessarily needs more speed. I mean... Oh, Groudon lives here with the max.
Oof. The beef is real today. Okay, okay. Get it, Groudon, get it. Let's see what he fires back with.
So who's yes and who's no? Oh, sorry. I need to redo that then. I'm setting up the boys want to start betting and gambling in here, Jin.
Oh, we can start doing real money bets. That'd be the real money. Start really getting in here. Get your PayPal accounts ready, people. Let's start doing that for the rest of the tournament. Let's get it.
Jin over here running the side hustle. As usual. All right, there you go, boys. Put your money down. So even though ColdingLight has both of his, he has his last two Mons out, I mean, it's not looking too good on Colding's side from this angle.
I don't know. You guys forget that Horse can just kind of clear through everything with Helping Hand. Let's see how much damage he's going to get away from here.
Big damage.
There it is.
Called it right on the money. So now we're sitting with one Mon left. I'm thinking it's probably the Thunderous, but we'll see what he brings out here. But with Tailwind and the Helping Hand, he's either going to kill him or be faster. So I think it's looking pretty one-sided from this end now.
Yeah, I don't think he's got anything that's got the capability to kill both of them in this turn. A +2 Tailwind into whatever comes out is probably about to die. Being at +2 from the Grimnay is just going to give him enough damage to kill literally anything through anything. So Eliki here.
We have Sand Up as well, so he's only got to just take him to 1 HP if that's a Sash Regieleki.
Yeah, this one's pretty much over, I think.
There we
this
go.
Is gonna be a good game here.
So round one goes to ColdingLight. So let's go ahead and get them set up again and get on to game two, man. So I think you called it at the beginning, Jin. I think you knew what he was, how the game was going to finish and how ColdingLight was just going to wrap that in. It seemed pretty calculated from his end.
His previous matches during the tournament using that Whimsicott really gave him a lot of control. He didn't always bring it out during the front, as you saw there. He brought it out the back end, gave him exactly what he needed to offset the scary face that came on him during turn 1 or turn 2. So all the speed work that was done by his opponent during the beginning of the game basically got shut down. And even though it looked like he was going down to 3 mons versus 2, having a speed boost on Astral Barrage is just gross. There's not a lot that can survive that.
So what does Charisma do to counter here? I mean, are we going to see maybe a first turn and give a little more hyper offensive? I mean, it seems like he's got to take Groudon or the Landorus a little quicker.
He's got a couple options. I just don't know if any of them are good. A lot of this is going to be being pulled into the realm of 50-50s. Whoever's going to pull the trigger this turn, it's going to be quicker than the previous rounds. They are going to be playing off of either their aggression or their back foot, depending on who you're looking at the angle from. And I fully expect this to probably go in ColdingLight's realm right here in round 2.
Yeah, that's great about the game 3 is once you find a win con, it's the option, do you go for that win con in game 2 again? Or do you throw off your opponent, do something completely different, especially when you're on the winning side of the field? And then a lot of times, of course, the other side wants to counter whatever he lost to, and does ColdingLight predict that counter and just wipe out whatever comes in for that he assumes his counter is going to be? Which, in any case, I think it's coming out with Sun and maxing turn 1 with Charizard and just putting in the chip. He didn't even get off the Wildfire chip, which is really important in the Mayday game. I've heard a lot of streamers and a lot of pro players that chip is really big in this game, or the gradual chip that comes on every turn with one of these G-Maxes moves.
His biggest counter to Calyrex would be, sitting there in Instant, and he's not going to be able to use that just because of Defiance sitting there on Thundy. So this is going to be a tough one for Charisma. This team matchup here, like I said, looks to skew a little bit towards ColdingLight, so I'm going to go ahead and keep my money on them.
Gotcha. ColdingLight goes for the same leads. Charisma vouches for the same leads as well. Probably sees, and maybe in his turn plays, maybe he made him a couple mistakes, and maybe he's going to play it a little differently this time around.
Got arguably the same exact matchup here. And let's see who's going to pull the trigger first.
So let's see if Charisma actually hits both Heat Waves this turn, because there was a missed Heat Wave last game that may have turned the tide a little bit for ColdingLight's side. So we got an instant switch for Groudon. No fake out. Maybe he's planning for the fake out on ColdingLight's side, but we're bringing in Groudon right now, setting up Sun. And we're going for a max G Wildfire for sure. He's probably putting that damage on Indeedee and getting it out immediately.
This is going to be interesting. I want to find out if he's going to counter back with his own Dynamax, and let's see.
Yeah, no risk now for Heat Wave. He's going for 100% accuracy move. Targeting the Landorus because there was no follow me up. Bye-bye Landorus. Bye-bye rock damage. Bye-bye.
That's going to be a different game maker, because if he brought the same team that he brought from the game 1, he has to set up here now and then rely entirely on Calyrex to kind of carry this. I'm not sure if that was the right play to not Dyna on that one. He had to have assumed that his opponent wasn't going to play the same way they did in the loss that they had in game 1.
Yep.
So one of the first things that I would look at is, hey, listen, I've got to pull that trigger a little bit sooner. I don't want to get stuck on my back foot again, especially when he realized that when he had a little bit of life and thought he had the advantage, he still just got swept with his Calyrex. He's got to be a little bit more aggressive here, and it looks like he's playing it right.
With this, it's obvious he only has one max left. He can't max an Indeedee. He can't max, I'm assuming, a Whimsicott in the back. But what the thing is, Calyrex really is strong when it's doing the spread moves. So when he's going for single target damage and he's not maxing, it's going to be I think he's going to be put in a little bit of a pickle of a situation. Excuse my French. Some nice thought, using that time advantage, taking that time to pick those moves, not pressing AA really quick and quick selecting that. Gotta take some time in those moves, guys. Use all the time. Wildfire was cool, but if it's not AV, then Airstream was a better play to get speed up. Big Slam, I like the comment there. Oh, I thought I shut this off, guys. There's some other setting on the Switch I missed. Getting a dim screen. So going for some damage, getting rid of the Charizard. Turn 1, single targeting on Charizard. Nice turn for ColdingLight.
The power of that horse. What a monster. What a monster. And without having the Airstream to go first there, that's going to now start powering up Calyrex, and now he's going to be on his back foot, referring to Charisma, and they need to start figuring out what they can do to catch this Speed Demon, because with Indeedee being there, it's going to take any single target damage, although he seems to just be playing it aggressive and firing off Expanding Force after Expanding Force. So wow.
We got a missed Blades, and then we have Indeedee actually KOing and finishing up the Groudon there.
Wolfie lessons can't stop the RNG, huh?
Woo! So he brings Charizard he brings Incin this turn, and then Grimmsnarl comes back out. So wondering what Incin's gonna really do here with Calyrex being faster. He's gonna get rid of the Expanding Force move, so no Psychic moves are gonna be able to hit that Incineroar now. But I mean, Grimm's gonna have to set up screens here. No, he's not. Oh wait, he could be still. That's the priority, is Helping Hand first. Gets up Light Screen.
He's going for the kill.
Max Quake on Incin. Will this kill? After the Grim Day, of course it does.
Going down, and that's the end of it. That looks like the end of our first round that we've got going on here between these two fine gentlemen.
There you go, man. Just the dominating Shadow Rider. Didn't you say you were about to start playing this Mon too?
I was talking about just in general how broken the horses are, especially after seeing some of the stuff that I've been witnessing in the NPA. They're just absolutely powerhouses.
So we'll see the end of this match, but it's looking like Grimm's just not going to be able to take out 3 Mons without even seeing the 4th Mon on the field. And the set goes to ColdingLight. GG's to our opponents, both of them, Charisma and ColdingLight. ColdingLight moves on. Charisma, GG's, man. You played a great run. Making top 8s and feeding itself between those top players. But let's go to our commentating scene and blab around for a little bit. Boom! There he is, ladies and gentlemen. And I didn't mess it up this time. Let's make it bigger, man. They got to make you way bigger than me. Like, you got to be, like, towering over me. I saw that one clip with you. Were way big in the screen, your eyes. That's how you were hiding away from the loss, huh? Just make yourself too big.
I duck, man. I duck.
So, I guess since our other commentators, our other players are not playing on stream. Mark's having problems with some internet, so he's not streaming. Willie does not stream. Tub does not stream. So we're hoping next round we kind of have someone to kind of stream next round so we can see it. But looking at the top cut right here, I'm going to go back to this screen. It's invitational. So like we said, ColdingLight's going to move on. He's going to be playing the winner of Mark and Asthmatic. So, not sure who's our favorite match there. I can tell you Asthmatic, Alpsol taking a little break for Series 8. These legendaries just scaring people away. Mark has been playing Series 8 since the beginning. He's come to all the tournaments that I've had when we started out Series 8. Always dumping ladder. I just looked last night. He was like 39th on ladder. Already top 100. Sending a force. I think he's figured out this meta pretty well. So I think Mark, even though Asthmatic's my boy, he's coming back hard, is showing today, but I'm going to have to say Mark's kind of understand this, but I think we got a couple of throw. What do you think about Jones and Turtle Mania?
Turtle is definitely a sniper. They're going to come aggressive. They're not going to sit there. They're hungry right now. I spoke to them earlier today. They're prepped. They're ready. They are not going to take this one in any kind of small step way. They're going to be taking some leaps from A to D instead of going the route A, B, C. However, you know, you got to talk about what we talked about earlier when we saw their teams. Jones has some sauce on this team, especially versus Turtles team. I know Turtles coming aggressive, but there's going to be Jones. The team comp is strong. The team comp is strong. We'll be loading up here in a second. We'll talk about it. I don't want to say anything until we get it going, but Jones's comp is very, very tough for him, for a Turtle.
And we do have a bracket update, Jin. So you've already called it. Jones takes the set 2-0. He's moving on to semis.
There you go. Okay.
And then so far, our other matchup, Tub and Willie. Tub, another man, he's been playing Zygarde lately, and he's been playing it for a couple weeks. But right now, he's going against the TPA Admin Master, TPL tourney winner. He's just owning every part of TPL, but he is sitting one up right now on top of Tub.
Willie is known as Rotom Willie, but that's just because everyone talks shit to him because of how good he is. You know, the man has put in work for the past year and a half and kind of dominated and made a name for himself, not only in every league and tournament possible, but also just about, you know, being a good pillar of the community. So I'm excited for both of these people to win. I myself lost to Tub in this tournament in the prelims, and you know, Tub came really, really hard, beat me 2-0. So I'm excited to see them kind of maybe bring this one back and give Willie a little bit more competition.
All right. I think that's all for us for a little bit. We're going to take a little break and kind of set up. Let me go back to so you guys can see our beautiful faces for a little bit before we, you know, chill out, take a little break. So the plan is, ooh, now we're going to show Jin's face. Sorry, guys. Going back and forth here. Boom! But,
much better.
Yeah, so we're gonna wait to see the winner of the next round. I'm hoping ColdingLight can maybe match up with Asthmatic or Mark, and then we can get streaming and seeing the next thing. So let's just take a break, and we'll be right back, guys.
Smoke time.
Check this out. Most outstanding feature is the tremendous variety of
on this right now it's the Nino Pokemon.
Alright, the Nino Bros. You know them?
NinoPokeBros, the brothers, they play Pokemon.
Hey, NinoPokeBros. Love this.
Two guys, and they're called Nino and PokeBros.
All right, Jen, we're all muted. What's up, dude? How you doing?
Cool. Looks like we're still on the screen right now, buddy.
What? No, well, we're good. No, I got it muted.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I just gotta do some stretches real quick.
I'm pretty sure, dude. I'm pretty sure we're still on live right now,
No, we're good, man. Don't worry. We're good.
bro. Like, I'm almost positive, like, for real. Like, I'm pretty sure. You might want to come hit the camera, dude. Like, I'm not joking. Like, I know I just
I'm gonna look
smoked.
at my
Like,
phone right now. Watch. I'll show you.
bro, I'm
I know
looking at the
this,
screen.
dude. I know this. Don't worry.
Okay, watch, dude. Like, you're clowning. You're clowning right now.
Oh.
Hit your live button or whatever. Like, I'm looking at you, and you got red underwear on, bro.